I work as a detective. I never could have guessed the murderer was my brother. It had been a relentless chase for years, a shadowy figure who seemed to be always one step ahead of me, taunting us with every move. He was the embodiment of terror in our city. A masked killer who struck without warning, leaving a trail of bodies in his wake. The press had dubbed him the Phantom, a mass murderer whose identity was as elusive as smoke. No one knew who he was, and every lead we followed ended in frustration and more questions. He had outsmarted every detective on the force, myself included, and his cunning had made him a near mythical figure in the underworld. But I was determined to catch him, driven by a personal vendetta that went beyond the badge I wore. The murders were brutal, calculated, and always had a personal touch that left us rattled, like he was sending a message. There was a pattern, though, a twisted game that only he understood. I spent countless sleepless nights trying to decode his moves, his motives, poring over case files and crime scenes, searching for the one mistake that would bring him down. But the Phantom never slipped up. He knew our every move, almost as if he had someone on the inside feeding him information. The thought of a mole within our ranks was chilling, but no one could be trusted completely. We were chasing a ghost, and the city was growing more terrified with each passing day. Then, one night, we caught a break, a location where he was supposed to strike next. My heart raced as we prepared to finally bring him in. I led the team, every instinct honed from years of hunting down criminals guiding me. But when we arrived, the scene was eerily quiet. Too quiet. It was a trap, and we were walking right into it. As we moved through the abandoned warehouse, the air thick with tension, I heard a noise, a faint, almost imperceptible shuffle. I turned just in time to see a shadow move. There he was, the Phantom, standing at the far end of the room, his face obscured by that damned mask. I drew my gun, the rest of the team fanning out, ready to finally end this nightmare. But something was wrong. He wasn't running, wasn't trying to escape. Instead, he stood there, as if waiting for me. My blood ran cold as I slowly approached, gun trained on him. "Take off the mask," I ordered, my voice steady, despite the fear gnawing at me. He didn't move at first, just tilted his head slightly, almost in curiosity. Then, with a deliberate slowness that made my heart pound in my chest, he reached up and removed the mask. I staggered back, the world spinning as I saw the face beneath. It was my brother. The brother I had grown up with, shared everything with, the person I had trusted more than anyone else in the world. The realization hit me like a sledgehammer. I had been chasing him all along. My mind reeled, memories flooding back in disjointed fragments. The signs had been there, but I had been too blind to see them, too focused on the hunt to realize that the monster I was chasing was someone I loved. He looked at me with a strange mixture of emotions, guilt, sadness, and something else I couldn't quite place. "How?" The word barely escaped my lips, my hand shaking as I kept the gun pointed at him. He didn't answer, just gave me a look that said more than words ever could. This was why he had always been one step ahead, why he knew our every move, why he had evaded capture for so long. He knew me, knew how I thought, how I worked, and he had used that knowledge to stay free. I wanted to pull the trigger, to end it right there, but I couldn't. My hand trembled as I lowered the gun, the weight of what I had discovered pressing down on me like a physical force. The team moved in, handcuffing him, their expressions a mix of shock and disbelief. They had no idea what had just happened, no idea that the man they were arresting was my brother. As they led him away, he looked back at me one last time, and I saw a tear roll down his cheek. He was my brother, my blood, and now he was a monster who had destroyed countless lives, including mine. The city hailed it as a victory, the end of a nightmare. But for me, it was the beginning of a new one. I had caught the Phantom, but in doing so, I had lost everything. My career, my reputation, and the last shred of normalcy in my life were gone, shattered by the revelation that the killer I had been hunting for years was the person I had once looked up to. I couldn't go back to the force after that. How could I? Every case I had worked on, every arrest I had made, would be tainted by the knowledge that I had missed the truth staring me in the face. I quit the next day, leaving behind a city that had been both my home and my hunting ground.